black helmets, and we'll be on offense first. Quarterback is going to Darian Baker. Running back's going to be Bun, and the Hawks going to come out with a spread offense, 3 receivers to the near side, 1 back set flank to the left of the Baker, 1 receiver to the far side. Hands off to McGill Bond, and he comes off the left side of the line and running laterally. Bunch of Raiders in there, led in there by number 2. That's Menard. Good looking safety for the Raiders. This time the Hawks come out with 3-by-1 set, 3 to the far side, 1 to the near side. It's going to be an empty set. Let's see what Coach Gardner is trying to do right here. As they hold up play. Finally, they're ready to go. Baker in the backfield by himself. Snaps back on, turns it, throws it to the far side. Singleton, and in and out of his hand, he was wide open over there. Speaking of Singleton, he was the leading receiver a year ago for the Hawks. Let's see if he can come back and have a duplicate season the way he did a year ago. If that happens, the Hawk could be hard to handle here in the 7-2A district. Same set, except you got a running back in the backfield, flanked to the right of Baker. Snaps back, and he's going to roll to the right. Looks down. That time, the defensive front filled the gaps, and Baker had nowhere to go with that ball, so it was blown dead. So this is the 4th down. Now this is the 1st down, so they have 8 more plays to make an advance. They come out this set with 1-by-3 set, 3 here to the near side, 1 to the top of the field. No backs, which means they're going to have 2 to the top of the field over there. Baker on a roll to the right, looks downfield, throws it in and out of the hand as he had a wide open Singleton, which had set right down in the seam there. Baker seemed to rush that a little bit, so it falls incomplete. We bring up 2nd down in the 2nd series. And looking out over the Hawks interior line, we got some pretty big guys out there. If they can play the way they look in these uniforms, we're going to be okay. This time the Hawks bring in the heavies. I see Willie Martin getting into the fray on offensive there. Miguel Bond comes to the sideline. Play off to the left side of the line was blew up in there by the Raiders. Just going to bring up 3rd down. So this is the 7th play of this series. The Hawks have not been able to muster any offense so far. Rawls, the linebacker, number 44 for the Singer. Then they did a quick hit out here to Singleton, and he bounced it to him and falls incomplete. So the Hawks are a long way off from getting this offense started. It's going to be first down the last series for the Hawks. Let's see if we can get a drive going right here. Got 4 plays to get it to the end zone from the minus 35. You're watching Ghost Sports TV on Power 20 News and Flying Ghost Production. Welcome to the broadcast. On a beautiful sunshiny day and a Tuesday here in Greensburg, Louisiana. My name is James Smokey Leonard. Baker brings up his ball club. Hands off to the back off the right side, runs into the front line of the Raiders, and what a strong front line. I'd like to thank former Hawk, Sam Hollywood Robinson, graduate of 2007 at True Cuts as 6131 Highway 10, Suite B, Greensboro, Louisiana. Sam Robinson and True Cut open Thursday through Saturday. Go over and give this former Hawk some business. Sam is sponsoring the first part of the scrimmage here. Baker looks downfield and he throws it. Got a man wide open and in and out of the hand. Don't know who that is down there. Is that Singleton? It is. 3 times they've gone to him. He had beat him like a drum that time. He was way behind him, of course. Darian had pretty good pressure on him. Third down. Big offensive lineman trots off the field. Huge man. Darius called for the ball. He rolls to the right, looks downfield, looks, throws it. And it is complete on the far side, outside the numbers, inside the 45 to about the 42-yard line. And I want to say that was Harness over there on that catch. No, that's Butter. Butter Martin. It's going to be a first down for the Hawks as they move the chain. First big play they had. As this time they line up with 3 to the near side here, 1 to the top. 1 back in the slot over there. That's Miguel Bond. Baker stands in the gun all by himself. And that's going to be a bad snap. And it came in and out of the hand. It shot back there like a rocket. This time we got 2 receivers here to the near side. I got 3 of them. 1 back set. 3-step drop, and he throws it way down there. Got a man, in and out of his hand as he tried to hook it up with Harness on that far side as he ran a 9 route. Let's see. He just ran straight down the numbers, and he got behind him, but just about a little bit, we missed him about a half a yard. So that's going to bring up like third down from the 42-yard line. Same set for the Hawks. Man in motion, this Miguel Bond, and that's going to be a flag. Illegal procedure. Charge to the Hawks. So that's going to back him up 5 yards. So it'll bring up third down from the 47. It's going to have about 13 yards to go. I'll give him 15 yards to go. Motion is Bond. 3-step drop, got pressure, and he's going to be sacked because the edge rusher came in and put a hand on him. So that's going to be it for the offensive side of the first series. Pine is going to have the same amount of plays from the 35-yard line. Their quarterback is going to be number 12, Luke Spears. Number 4, Knight, going to be the running back. See Coach Gordon talking to Baker. Only had one completion in that series. So from the 35, you got one receiver to the wide side. You got 2 wingers. One to the left, one to the right. Man in motion. Handed off inside to number 7. Knocked down by Bonds and whoever it is. That's number 28. That's Jarvis Brister. That's a no gain. Jarvis Brister came up and filled a gap after Miguel Bond that stood him up. True Cuts is sponsoring this session of the contest. As I look down in the stadium, I see Mr. Hollywood Robinson coming into the stadium. Former Hawk, class of 2006. I think Sam was on the first team that went to the Dome. It should have been a sophomore or freshman on that team. And the Hawks defense stuffed them that time. That's number 5 coming up to fill the gap for the Hawks. This time they are sending that receiver to the far side. And they send a man in motion back here, going to end up with 2 wide outs, 1 to each side, 1 back set, 2 wingers tight. They're going to roll this way, got a man going deep, and they try to get it to the other man, which was open. Had defensive backs trailing him to the spot, so it falls incomplete. As they try to hit him on the underpass, they ran him to the middle, then brought him back outside, and Spears couldn't put it on the numbers. It falls incomplete. First down after the first 4 plays of their series. And it's going to pitch it wide, coming around the corner, got a block, and he gets forward for about 8 or 9 yards. Ran out of bounds by Willie Morton. Good block at the 39-yard line by the red white shirts. Spears breaks the huddle. See where they sit these wingers up this time. They bring them both to the same side. And you got two to the far side. Two wingers on this side. Man in motion. And that's going to be a penalty. Like number 62 on that far side over there moved a little bit. And he was reacting to the defensive guy that moved in front of him. But he cost his team 5 yards in the interim. Going to bring up 2nd down and 8. Beautiful day for spring football here in Greensboro, Louisiana. You're watching Fine Ghost Production and Power 20 News, the sister station. 2 receivers to the top, 1 winger here and a back, and 3-step drop for Spears. Throws it out there complete to the first side, and let's see who came up and made that hit. That's Singleton on that first side over there. Came up to make that hit right at the first down marker, so it's going to bring up 3rd down. He completed it just underneath of Singleton. And they're going to do an inside dive, and that's going to be nowhere to go as number 22 for the Hawks. That's one of those twins. As Johnson tried to get to the outside, he could not make that alley. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 11 from the far side. Spears. Roll to the right, looks downfield, got a man wide open. Let's see if he can get it there. Yes, he does. He completed at the 28. And he falls down at about the 10-yard line on what I call a Hail Mary play. As he ran a good route down the field, and he was wide open there for about 20 minutes, looked like, and the defensive back slipped down. Let's see if the Hawks can recover and hold them out right here.
Hey. Okay.
It's just a 1st and 10. Tight set for the Raiders at a motion man. Send Johnson inside. He gets inside the 5 to about the 1-yard line. Hard running in there by Johnson in between the tackles. Let's see. He ran it right up that A gap, just outside of the A gap for good yardage. Now they're looking for 2 yards for the score. And that's quarterback keeper. As he started still trying to get it in, and the Hawks adjusted themselves as he was stuttering, squared up and made the tackle. Let's see what the Raiders come out with here on this goal. I think it's about 3rd and goal out here inside the 1 yard line. See Big Willie Martin standing up there ready for some action. As Pine come in with winger on the right side, nobody on the left side. They got a tight end over there. And he comes inside with number 10 on a cross buck, and he falls inside the goal for the touchdown. Let's see as we look at it again. Fake that man. No, he give it to him. He on a little quick hitter. So for those of you who's keeping score at home, 6-0 Pine.
Record Agency in Greensburg, Louisiana is your local insurance agency. With years of experience in the industry, our knowledgeable team is dedicated to helping you find the right policy to fit your individual needs. Whether it's life, health, auto, home, or business insurance, our commitment to providing quality coverage is unwavering.
This portion of the today's game is brought to you by Record Insurance Agency as Pine ran a wheel route, hit him down the sideline up to about the 49-yard line. Let's see, Spears just a little flip out wheel route, and he beat the linebacker on that first side over there. Was able to pull it in. That was Martin on the coverage over there. So it's first down for the Raiders. This portion, as I was saying, is brought to you by Record Agency. 4 offices in St. Francisville, Clinton, right here in Greensburg, and Amite, Louisiana. Give them a call for all your insurance needs. Got double wings on both sides. And they give it to Johnson coming this side. He gets the wide open, and they slip down as he tried to juke and get it to the outside. And that's the end of the first session. And we're going to take a break right here. And we're back getting ready to start the second session. And I got in the booth with me one of the sponsors for today's show from True Cuts, Sam Hollywood Robinson, which was in the class of 2006. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sam. You went to the Superdome. That was a year before you, or you was a freshman on that Superdome team?
No, I'm a sophomore.
You was a sophomore on that Superdome team?
Yes, sir.
Well, Sam, tell us what you've been doing since you left the Hawks here.
Man, a lot of work, man. Trying to do as much as I can for the kids in the community. That's about it.
Well, kind of tell us about True Cuts a little bit. How did that get started?
A dream, man. It came out of nowhere. I was on my way from Texas, and I heard an ad on the radio about the potential money barbers make. I came home, went to barber school. Now I got my own shop.
Well, that's great, Sam. Well, how did you getting good support from the community?
Yeah. That's why I have no problem giving back, because a lot of my clientele is some of the kids that's on the field right now. So it felt right.
Well, I'm glad you was able to jump on board with us and do that, Sam. Sam, who was that linebacker you used to have battle with for Clinton over there? What was that guy's name? The one that sent you the stuff through the mail? You remember that, Sam?
Yeah, that was a running back from Clinton. I think his name was Silas. Yeah.
Silas, yeah. He ended up getting murdered in Baton Rouge.
Yeah, I was sad to hear that.
Yeah, but that was a great battle, wasn't it, Sam?
Yes, sir. That was the good old days, wasn't it? We ain't have turf back then.
No, you didn't have to.
What you said, Smoke?
This is a much better field than what you played on, isn't it, Sam?
Oh, yeah. They've been a lot muddier. It was muddy when I played. They going home with clean jerseys now.
Everybody's clean.
Yeah, they clean.
Well, Sam, I know you married now. How many children you have?
3.
You got 3. You got any school-age kids?
Yeah, all of them in school except one.
All of them in school except one. Any football players? All cheerleaders?
No. Hopefully, one of them be playing ball out here next year.
All right, that's great. Well, we're going to start this session, as I say, is brought to you by True Cuts. And the Hawks are going to have 4 plays from the 4 red zone, and they give it to Miguel Bond as he tried to power his way around the right side, get inside the 15-yard line on that carry. Let's see here. Sam, this is a far cry from what you play. We even got instant replay now. As you can see, Miguel get the ball and go off to the right side of the line. We're high tech here, Sam.
Yes, sir. He's a tough runner, too.
Yes, he is. As we see, number 9, William Martin, number 51, Big Donovan Burton. Both of those guys, Sam, are great players. Baker looks, throws it complete to the first side over there. It looks like that's maybe Singleton. No, that's number 17. That's Bond. As you see, he's went in motion that way, and the quarterback was able to turn and hit him in stride. The DB came up and made a good play on that, Sam.
Hey, tough to bring down.
As you know what session we're in. We're in the red zone session. The Hawks, as they run Hornets to the first side on the keeper, gets inside the 10 to maybe the 9-yard line. Sam, I can remember when we played Pine Raiders, we already knew we had a win. It's not that way anymore, Sam.
I can see that. I can see that. That came a long way.
That came a long ways. As a matter of fact, both schools have come a long ways. We had the worst stadiums and the worst team.
Oh, yeah. Now we got one of the best stadiums in the Louisiana, if you ask me.
That's correct. And that is Singleton on that touchdown there. Let's see who that number. I didn't get that number, but that was a good-looking play. That was Harness. And the touchdown, and for you at home, if you scored, 6 apiece. And they start that series all over again after that touchdown. 2 receivers to the near side. That's Vernon Gordon on the outside, Martin on the inside there. We got 2 to the far side. 3-step drop, looks it, throws it over here, complete to Bond.
Good throw.
Well, Sam, that quarterback, he's about 6'2", sophomore. He can throw it 40, 50 yards from standing still.
I know that.
Baker finally gets him set. Snaps back. He looks to the left. Look, throws it in and out of the hands of Singleton. Now, on that play, he kind of hesitated a little bit. He didn't know what he wanted to do with that, Sam. He pumped it in there, and when he released it, it was a little too late. It popped out of his hands. Ball's incomplete. Sam, I talked to your old ball coach the other day. He got remarried a couple of weeks ago.
I saw it. I went to the reception.
You went to the reception?
Yeah, it was nice.
And that is Bond as he powers his way inside the 10 yard to the 7 yard line. It's Miguel Bond as he takes the handoff right here from the quarterback, runs into the defensive tackle and stood him up. Linebacker number 44 came in and finished him off.
Yeah, that was a tough run, Smoke.
Yes, sir. And he gonna throw it out there.
Touchdown.
Did he catch it?
Nah, he dropped it.
But it was open, Sam. Let's see. It was supposed to have been a catch it and throw it type thing. He made his cut to the outside. Beautiful throw. Just couldn't get it in that tight spot. I'd like to welcome you all to our sister station, Power News 20. This is Ghost Sports TV. You watching it on Power News 20 and Flying Ghost Production. My name is James Smoke Helena with our special sponsor, Mr. Sam Hollywood Robertson, class of 06, St. Helena Hawks. As he throws it out here, incomplete. You had the best corner on the best receiver. Johnson, that's Maynard on Singleton. Number 2 on number 1. Like I said, if you're scoring at home, we are tied up at 6 apiece. The Raiders scored in the first session, 6-0. And the Hawks here on the red zone session that scored 1. Man in motion, that's Bond. Baker looks that way. Throws it out there complete. He slashes back inside, get inside the 5 to maybe the 4 yard line, Sam. As you can see, he slid Bond out there and threw it to him and tried to sit him downhill with it.
Maybe should have held on under that one a little longer.
Yeah, should have let him field a little bit. And that's the end of this session here. And the Raiders now will go on the red zone. They'll have 8 plays. This portion is sponsored by True Cuts, 6131 Highway 10, Suite B, Greensburg, Louisiana. And they're open Thursday through Saturdays. Call us Scissor Sam's over at True Cuts.
That's me. A little different from Hollywood, ain't it?
Yeah, a little different from Hollywood. Scissor Sam, Hollywood, they kind of clash there a little bit. And here go Spears with the Raiders from the red zone. And as he faked it in that to Johnson, the Hawks were able to corral him. Spears come back up, second play in the red zone. They got double wings with one receiver to the near side, man in motion, and they're going to swing it over the middle, and it's going to be picked off in there by Singleton. Good defensive score right there.
Awesome read.
That was a great read as he stayed in his spot, and when they tried to get it to him, he broke right on the ball there. That's Darryl Singleton. Spears handed off to the back, going around the left side, and he jukes everybody over there, get down inside the 10-yard line. Good looking run by number 8. He was off that right wing as he ran it, what we would call a speed sweep, Sam.
Gotta wrap him up.
Gotta wrap him up. Well, Sam, what is your wishes for the Hawks? I know you bleed black and gold. What would you like to see done here at the Hawks?
I just want to see them do good, Smoke. And keep their head on straight, play good ball, do what they got to do in the classroom.
That's the most important part right there, Sam, is the classroom. Of course, when we were preaching that to you back in the day, it didn't make sense to you then, but it makes a lot of sense now that you're a parent.
Make all the sense in the world now.
As the two teams, well, the Raiders was huddling up over there on the far side. Now they back ready to go. Spears going to drop back 3 times and throw it out here, overthrows number 10. He's covered in there by Harness. It falls incomplete. As you can see, Harness had him covered to the inside, had inside leverage on him. Quarterback threw it over his head, falls incomplete. It's made in motion from the wing, and they give it to 7 as he tried to cut back on the outside, and he ran into the linebacker over there. as the Hawks was filling the gap on that first side. One receiver to the near side, wing back to both sides. Johnson on one side. I have no number on them. Don't have a name on number 8. And they gave it to the back as he runs right through Donovan Burton. Was that a score? So if you're scoring from home, 12-0 Raiders. 12-6 Raiders, I'm sorry. As he fell right on the end zone after a good block there at the initial impact. All right, the Raiders come back with a 2nd 4 from the 20. Reset the winger to that side and motion him there and give it to number 23 on a counter. Picked up about 2 yards, maybe 3. I'd like to thank Sam Robinson coming by, spending some time with us from True Cuts Hair Salon here in downtown Greensboro, Louisiana, as they throw it on the far side over there. And he batted it up, and it finally hit the ground as Spears tried to make the completion on the far side over there. This portion is brought to you by another Hawk, James Dunn. Drew Perry and Company Realtors, James Dunn, and the path to your new home ownership starts with Mr. Dunn. Give this former Hawk a call, 225-284-1255, or call his office, 504-264-2335. Stop by the office on Allen Toussaint 141, Allen Toussaint, New Orleans, Louisiana. Tell James the guys from Power 20 News sent you. conversation about what you've been doing, what you're going to do. And we're here, got a special guest for you. We got Hawk graduated here, done won national champion since you've been away from here.
Two-time swag champion.
Two-time SWAC champion. That's none other than Jensen Raleigh. How you doing today, Jensen?
I'm doing good. I can't complain.
Can't complain. Well, Jensen, if you don't know who he is, he wide receiver came out of St. Helena in 2021
21.
and went and played for the Prime Time coach up in Jackson, Louisiana. And Vincent, I want you to know, Jensen, I did see that play where you caught that pass early in the game on national television. We were following you. Everybody had that on their TV down here. So, Jensen, tell us about how much different it is from playing high school football and playing major college football.
It's a big difference. When you get up there and scheme-wise, learning playbooks, offense and defense, it's a big difference. Then also, everybody's good in college. Every weekend, you got to go out there and compete and be ready to play hard. Every weekend, can't really take no plays out because everybody ready.
Well, how do you stand right now? I know you just finished up your spring practice. If the season started today, what number would you be?
Number one.
You'd be number one tight end in Jackson State this year.
Yes, sir.
So we can look forward to coming to Jackson, Mississippi with our Jensen shirts on
Yes, sir.
and hollering for Jensen Raleigh.
Yes, sir.
But Jensen, tell us about your mother, how she's doing. I know she's one of your biggest fans.
My mother's doing good. Had a pretty good Mother's Day the other day, and she doing good.
Well,
She still come out and support the Hawks. She doing good.
Well, that's great. It's good that she is able to do that. I know we lose a lot of parents. That's a complete to Vernon Gordon there as he try to jukes down the field. We got a lot of parents that come in here once their child finish school. They we don't see them anymore. But your mom is always in the stand. That was the number 2 quarterback Vernon Gordon there as he juked on that play. Jensen, I want to thank you for coming by. I know everybody in the stand want to talk to you, so I ain't going to hold you up. And one thing, when you get drafted, have your party in Greensboro.
All right.
All right, Jensen.
All right.
We'll see you. Thank you for coming by.
All right.
All right, man. We'll see you. And that's Gordon as he had a dance party back there, but nobody was dancing but him. Pine was standing in their songs. That was Jensen Raleigh, folks. Great kid. Focusing on his education up at Jackson State. As he said, he's the number 1 tight end in Jackson State this fall. Let's support him. You know, it's just an hour and 15-minute ride from here to Jackson, Mississippi. Well, we're in this session sponsored by James Dunn. The path to home ownership starts here with Drew Perry and Company. The Hawks own James Dunn, class of 2016. Graduate here. Let's support him if we can. The ball is at the 35-yard line. That's Vernon Gordon in at quarterback. Got one of the twins in the backfield as they reset. They put him on the wing. Running on a 3-step drop, and he's going to pull it down and run it. And he runs into Company at about the 38-yard line on the far side over there. You're watching Ghost Sports TV on Flying Ghost Production and Power 20 News I would like to welcome our new sister station, Power 20 News, which launched in January. We need your support. Like us and follow us on Facebook, Power 20 News. Pretty good little crowd here from the home side. For ad spots and messages, call Power 20 News, 504-450-4796. We need your support. For any kind of spot ads, any kind of ads you need, just give us a call. For those of you scoring at home, 12-6 Raiders. Second team in there with running Gordon and that quarterback. And let's see. Now, that is not Gordon. That is Martin as he threw it over the middle. Had 3 receivers in the same zone, plus a defensive guy. So it got real crowded down there. See if the Hawks is working on his second team, see if we can get a good quarterback that can give us 1 or 2 plays. That is a huge offensive line they have out there right now. Don't have much experience, but they're huge. Martin is going to run it, coming this way with it. Got yardage across midfield, across the 45, got inside the 40. And Big Willie Martin was running downhill that time as he got in that alley. Picked up a couple of brush blocks and he run it down for about 40 yards. As the Hawks got empty backfield with 2 receivers to the near side, 3 to the top of the field. And he couldn't nobody came open. And that wasn't called for neither one of them. He had no business retaliating, and nobody should have gotten thrown down like that. It was a busted play. And it looked like we're going to take a break right here. Let's see what's going on. Well, let's see what we got going here as the Raiders look like they're going to have the ball and they lining up from the 35. This is the second team. Number 4 is the quarterback on the second team for the Raiders. Don't have a name on him. But if you can take a look at the front 4 of the defense of the Hawks, pretty big size there. And Raiders are ready to go. One receiver to the far side, double wings. And they give it to the dive guy, and he had nowhere to go. That was number 4. It was a quarterback. Looked like he faked that dive and pulled it. That's exactly what happened. He pulled it, and they pulled him down. As the Raiders come up in the same set, got wingers to both sides, one back behind the quarterback, man in motion. That's the wing, and they give it to him. Coming around the right side, got good yardage. Gets up to about the 49-yard line, stopped in there by number 24, Wheeler. As you can see him coming in motion, getting the ball, going off the tackle there, and 24 squared up and put the helmet between the numbers. The ball is at the 48. Same set. Let's see if they run the same play to the opposite side to number 2. No, they fake the dive that time, and he pulled it and put it on the ground. Number 94 made that stop for the Hawks, the biggest guy on the field. Beautiful day here for spring football in Greensburg. My name is James Smoker Leonard. You're watching Power 20 News and Flying Ghost Production. As Ghost Sports TV bring you this production. And on the far side, you got good yardage over there, and he's being knocked backwards. That is Minard, which also plays cornerback. He's their best cover guy. As he carried the ball for maybe 7, 8 yards. Hawks going to complete this game, and then they get into their summer program as they in the Baton Rouge 7-on-7 league, and they'll probably do some independent stuff themselves. Coming back this way, cuts it upfield, got good yardage in there. It runs into 3 Hawks right there. They put him down at the 37-yard line. The schedule will be coming out pretty soon. It's already been put together, just haven't put it on paper yet. Stay tuned to Power News 20 Flying Ghost for the schedule. They got a winger on this far side, a slot guy to the near far side, winger on this side. As they blew the whistle, it's going to be a first down. Ball's at the 37, and he throws it out there. A little screen pass out there, and the Hawks were well prepared for it as they had 3 guys to converge on the ball. Let's see. Everybody came up and played their area. Although he caught the ball, he had nowhere to go, and eventually put it on the ground. This time they send the receiver outside the hash. Wingers on both sides. Fake it to the guy around, roll to the right, looks downfield, throws it over the head of the would-be receiver, falls incomplete. As they try to bring him across, he ran a corner pattern all the way across, and I wasn't sure who he was throwing it to. The guy that's coming from the outside, number 40. Whatever it is, the Hawks held him out of the end zone on their series. Looking for top-notch video production and live event service, call Flying Ghosts. Turn to Flying Ghosts for your local and family-owned media production experts in Greensboro, Louisiana. You know what? That's another Hawk. Fagan Davis, class of 2009. Former Hawk, went on to Louisiana Tech. I wasn't mad with him about it, but he went to Louisiana Tech, came back home, started a production company, and this is where we are. Need some production? Give him a call at 985-277-9582. Ask for Mr. Fagan Davis III.
Record Agency in Greensboro, Louisiana is your local insurance agency. With years of experience in the industry, our knowledgeable team is dedicated to helping you find the right policy to fit your individual needs. Whether it's life, health, auto, home, or business insurance, our commitment to providing quality coverage is unwavering. Come by or give us a call today to find out why Record Agency is the trusted insurance provider in Greensboro.
Record Agency is sponsoring this part of the spring game. 4 locations: St. Francisville, Clinton, downtown Greensboro, and they meet Louisiana. Give them a call over at Record Agency. Well, it looks like the Hawks going to play. Eight plays from the. Let's see where they're going to play this from. It's going to be from the red zone. And after these series, then we'll take a 4-minute break, and then we'll do the full quarter. Willie Martin is that quarterback. To receiver to the near side, and first mistake, they put it on the ground. Working out a new center. I see Braylon Muse is in a foot cast. Got hurt a couple weeks ago. Start center. Hopefully he'll be ready come the fall. Jarvis Bristol, the running back, along with Willie Martin, the quarterback, shotgun, and there's going to be Willie Martin, scoops it off the ground, gets around the right side, inside the 20, runs over or push one guy away, but the red pants and white shirts came up on him. Made the stop after about 6-7 yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 from the 19-yard line. Considering that I have not seen the Hawks play until today in full contact, I can say they're not that far away. Martin calls for the ball. Looks, and he throws it complete to the first side over there. That is number 80. Don't have a number on him, but I'm sure he's going to be happy when he goes home. Good tackle in there by number 20. Let's see what we got here. Two receivers to the near side. One to the top of the field. One back set. Willie Martin downhill. Gets it inside the 5 to about the 1 yard line. The Hawks is 1 yard away from tying this thing up if you want to be keeping scores. No snap, and Willie Martin's going to walk it in. So, all even up, and if you're scoring from home. As Willie Martin took the low snap, raised his head up and walked it in, got good block from the running back. Right on the edge there, and he just stepped into the end zone for the score. This portion is brought to you by James Dunn, our own class of 2016. The path to home ownership starts with James. Call him at Drew Perry and Company, 225-284-1255. Big James Dunn, offensive left guard, class of 2016. Okay, we finally got it together. As the Raiders run their power zone there, fake it to number 33, give it to 6 as he runs downhill. That's number 5, I'm sorry. Johnson was leading the way for him. As he run right up the A gap. Here come the Raiders. Got wingers to both sides, one back. And that's going to be procedure call against the Raiders. And that is Johnson as he tried to outwit everybody. Somebody's undressing on the field. That's number 94. As Butter makes the stop. Johnson's supposed to be one of their better players. Same set for the Raiders, double wing with one back set. In motion, that's Johnson. Give it to the dive guy inside. Picked up 3. 42 on the stop for the Hawks, along with 21. Double wing, one back. 3-step drop, throws it, and intercepted on the first side by number 21, and that's going to be a flag. Let's see, as the quarterback looked that way all the way and had inside leverage, high pointed the ball for the intercept. Unsportsmanlike conduct was charged to the Hawks. They had to get it for showboating over there because that's the only thing I saw he did wrong. That's the second interception for the Hawks in this series. And what's left is the 12-minute quarter. We'll take a timeout right here, pay some bills. I'd like to thank all our sponsors, Record Agency, with their 4 branches in St. Francisville, Clinton, Greensburg, and Amite. I'd like to thank True Cuts, Sam Robinson, right here in Greensburg, Louisiana, and James Dunn from Drew Perry Realtors out of New Orleans, a former Hawk. I want to thank these guys for spending their dollars and time with us. Ghost Sports TV, a Flying Ghost production, and the sister station, Power 20 News. My name is James Leonard. We'll take a break right here.
Record Agency in Greensburg, Louisiana is your local insurance agency. With years of experience in the industry, our knowledgeable team is dedicated to helping you find the right policy to fit your individual needs. Whether it's life, health, auto, home, or business insurance, our commitment to providing quality coverage is unwavering. Come by or give us a call today to find out why Record Agency is the trusted insurance provider in Greensburg.
And here we go for the final session, brought to you by James Dunn and Barry Drew Realtors. And that is Jarvis Brister on the quick hitter as he gets out of bounds. Stopped over there by number 23 for the Raiders. You see it, here comes Jarvis around the right side, try to cut it back inside to get inside the numbers. Number 2, Johnson, wouldn't allow that to happen. So it's going to bring up second down and let's call it 7. Give him a 3-yard carry. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 winger, and that is a quick hitter out there to Singleton. As he gets out of 1 tackle, fall forward back to the line of scrimmage. But that's going to be a penalty for, they're going to call a face mask because he grabbed the helmet on the far side over there. Let's see. Right there. Let's see what the call is going to be. They're going to mark it off against the Raiders. 5 yards. So it's going to bring up second down and about 3. 2 receivers to the near side at Harness and Singleton. You got 2 to the top of the field. 1 guy in the slot. That's Martin. Baker calls for the ball. Low snap, and he don't need to dive for it because that's the same way he got hurt with the separated shoulder. And they taking him off the field. I don't understand this. Oh, they must have turned it over. First down for the Raiders inside the 40-yard line. And they're going to run a cross buck to number 28. And he got crossed up because Willie Martin was right there along with Miguel Bunn. There he come right there. And they blocked everybody but Martin and Bunn. It's going to bring up second down after a loss. A loss of 2. Spears come out with wingers to both sides, single receivers to both sides, 1 back set. 3-step drop. He looks downfield, got a man wide open. Number 10 as he gets to the outside. He turns upfield, now out of bounds, just past the first down marker with Singleton in tow on that far side. Let's see. He broke it off right in front of Singleton. That was Jarvis Brister over there with the initial contact. As the Raiders breaks the huddle, the ball is at the 25-yard line of the Hawks. Single receivers to both sides, single wing back to both sides, 1 back set. Spears on a 5-step drop, looks down there and is complete to 18. That's inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. That's going to be a first down. I'd like to thank James Dunn once again for bringing this session to you. Give him a call, 225-284-1255. First and 10 for the Raiders. And we got a jailbreak. It's going to be offsides charge to it's going to bring a first in about 7 or 8. An inside dive to number 7, and he walks it in. Well, they got 2 wingers, and they spread the receivers out wide. One man back in motion this way. They give it to him. No, they fake it in there to number 23 for the 2-point conversion. So if you're scoring at home, 20 for the Raiders, 12 for the Hawks.
You hear? 60.
Let's see if the offense can get something going here. Turn it over on their last series. 2 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side, 1 back, flank to the right of Baker. 3-step drop. Baker looks, and it's taking him too long. Looks, and he's finally going to be pushed out of bounds. Looked like everybody was covered downfield as he looks down there. He didn't take his eyes from downfield. He had his head up all the time. He eventually ran out of real estate. Had to step out of bounds. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Finally get set. You got 3 receivers to the far side, 2 here to the near side. And they're going to have a whistle blown. Let's see. Let's see what the conference is going to bring. The leads of procedure, charge to the Hawks. Going to cost them 5 yards. So it remains 2nd down. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Three-step drop, and he climbs the ladder, throws it, and he threw it right into the hands of number 2, and number 2 could not bring it in. It falls incomplete. Let's see, as the receiver that time worked and got behind the intended drive, but he line drive it in there and threw it where nobody could catch it but the defender. 3rd down and 15. Two receivers to the far side, 2 to the near. Low snap, 3-step drop, and they flushes him out of there, and he has nowhere to go. And look like we're going to change it around here, and it's going to be Pine ball at the 35. Two receivers to the far side for Pine, and they're going to look and throw it behind the line of scrimmage. Number 8 try to do a little swing pass, and it falls incomplete. As you can see, he tried to swing him deep and try to let him run into the ball, but for some reason they couldn't connect on that. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Raiders. As he tried to do the same play, but that defense that time had good pressure on him, and that is Donovan Mitchell. And I think with that horn you just heard, I think that's called in a ball game. That was a 12-minute quarter. So the teams are meeting in the middle of the field. Well, what I thought about the game, I don't know. Well, I saw in spots where the defense looked real good. I saw the spots where offense looked real bad. I thought they tried to get it to Singleton too much. They tried to force it to him, and instead of letting it come natural. I thought Baker was kind of off target a little bit, but that's going to come with work. From here, the coaches go to the 7-on-7 schedule, both coaches. I want you to stay tuned to the announcement about the scrimmage in the fall coming up in August. But you just saw a glimpse of the 2023 Hawks, which is going to be led by Darian Burton, a sophomore quarterback. Talking to the coach a week ago, he would like to see him come back with about another 15 pounds on him. And I was down on the field early. It looked like he's already put on about 5 of those 15 pounds. So, for Flying Ghost Production, Ghost Sports TV, Power News 20, my name is James Smokey Leonard. We will see you in the fall.